In this video I will show you how I transformed this regular ocean monument into this amazing guardian farm. This build took me over 1000 days and over 500,000 blocks mined to finish, so if you enjoyed this video feel free to leave a like and subscribe so we can get to 69,420 subs because of the funny number. With that small plug out of the way, let's get started. So at first I had to clap the elder guardians to not get mining fatigue the whole time. And as you probably all know, they are located here, here, and here. With that done, I began the destruction of the desert to get enough sand for the outer ring of the build. The ring has a radius of 112 blocks or a diameter of 224, which makes the area of this build roughly 39,000 blocks. After that, I mined a bit more sand for the smaller circle in the middle. I then quickly made a few invis potions so the guardians don't attack me while I build. And with that, the construction of the inner circle began. And after that was done, I built lines of sand to help me drain the ocean monument. Here's a little tip: if you ever want to drain half of the ocean, go in the nether to quickly dry your sponges, but you probably already knew that. With the draining of the water done, I removed the lines of sand and after that the entire ocean monument, since I needed the space for the upcoming guardian farm. Looking at this time lapse for the first time, I thought I was tripping because I kind of forgot that prismarine changes color over time. At first, I laid down the soul sand, which will later push the guardians up. I then built a fancy schmancy tube. And because it was so mighty fancy, I just copied it another 3 times. I then built this cute little tube in the middle where the guardians will later fall down to their inevitable doom. With that done, I tried to build a guardian farm for my first time ever. I watched a couple tutorials before, but of course this special build has to have its own special design. And here's another small tip: if you ever want to fill an area with water, just use kelp to turn it into water source blocks. But you probably already knew that one as well. As you can see, this farm isn't the most efficient, but that's just because it was built by an idiot. Wait, fuck, that's me. Now with the farm part done, we still had to make it fancy. So I started to build this wall design on every single tube. For the top parts, I had something really special planned. I wanted to make a sort of guardian eye / head, which will later hopefully look good with shaders. Because I didn't want anyone to see this unoptimized design, I covered it up with an arch at the ceiling. I also placed trapdoors on the glass so you can still kinda see the guardians. Here you can see me build another side of the build. But because I didn't want to leave the connecting part empty, I built a small trident there. I then fancified the middle tube, and don't worry, I also noticed those trapdoors open, but not while building because my brain is smooth. After this was done, I built a pathway up the farm consisting out of warped wood, warped leaves and dark prismarine. I also then made this fancy pants water tunnel design because I didn't want just quartz there. Up next was a very tedious part. I mined over 275,000 blocks of sand just because my smooth brain said, nah bro, don't use a duper. To my smooth brain, fuck you. Next time I will just do it like everybody else. And if you ever wondered what the desert looks like after this kind of destruction, here you go. Of course, after mining all this sand, I still had to place all of it. After that, I had to drain everything, so I went to Hypixel Skyblock and asked Plumber Joe if I can take one of his OP sponges, but the guy just declined my offer. So because Joe was being grumpy that day, I had to do it the old fashioned way. I had to use boring regular ass sponges. After that I had to mine the rest of the sand, and this little guy over here helped me out. And then I built a ring out of sea lanterns. After that I destroyed over 250,000 blocks to bring the build down to my IQ level. Now's a good point to ask if you got any ideas what I should build on top of the Guardian farm, since there's still some space up there. I was thinking about some sort of statue, but let me know your ideas in the comments. With the destruction done, I built this small circle around the farm, consisting out of warped wood, warped leaves and dark prismarine. This was also the point where I realized I needed a lot more quartz, so I built a raid farm. The design of course isn't from me, it's from Logical Geek Boy. The video from the farm is linked in the description. Thanks to this cool farm I got all the quartz I needed. And since we're at the topic of farming, I also built this small squid farm to get enough black dye for the dark prismarine. And the last farm I built was from Eagle Eye 621, which was for warped wood, and of course the video is also in the description. With these farms done, I had enough resources to finally keep on building, and so I did. I made this cool small tower and wall design and also integrated a small Guardian Eye again. After building these designs all the way around, I then built these small tridents as well. With that, the middle part of the build was done, so enjoy the small time lapse of it. I then built this gate for the north, south, east and west. After that I built the walls, but since I'm not sure if I want to make a small gate in the middle of them, they are just a little bit basic for now, but also with an attempt of a wave design in them. After that I brought the build down a bit lower again, since I needed space for the water and pathway. With that done, I tried to make octopus tentacle pathways, and I know they look a bit clunky, but that's fine. Filling them out, it already looked a bit better, and you can almost notice that it's supposed to look like an octopus from above. With that, I quickly removed all the granite, diorite and ores that were left, so your eyes don't have to bleed. And with that the build is done for now. And you're probably already wondering why I left the ground as it is. That is because I want to come back to this build at some point to maybe build a water city or something else there. So feel free to subscribe to me if you want to see that. And comment what you would do with the ground. Thanks for watching, bye!